Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another market recap. That's how we did today, performing on the SPY. We took one position in the AM session, was a win. I went long here after I saw price take out this 10 a.m. low. Well, first, let me go through my whole market breakdown before I go over my entry and why I took that trade. Anyways, first things first, no news Friday, right? Expecting everything to be normal. It's Halloween, right? Coming into the day, I marked out my pre-market levels. We got the London high here, London low, correct. Ignore this AM high and this liquidity sweep lines just for now. Here, let me get rid of them just to make things a little more clear. There we go. So we have market open here, right? And what do we see? Price is already at these London lows, right? At when it's very close to the lows like that, coming into market open, the sweep of that low, not necessarily. It's gonna be a little more deep into that sell side, is what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, it did that here, right? Um, but I should say on the higher time frames, what do we see first, right? Higher time frames hold the most power, right? And you guys remember that. So everything price does on the lower time frame, it's doing it on the higher time frames first. Okay, so we had price dip into this new week opening gap um Thursday session, right? And what do? We had respected it, right? In this Asia session, London session. But since it had retraced back into this 50-minute Fair Value gap, it is an inversion, but I'm gonna just call it Fair Value gap. And what did price do, right? London respected this imbalance and it looked like it was going to continue that um, move respecting that imbalance. Sorry, I'm brain farted to the downside here. And what do we get? Just that, right? Price came up into this inefficiency and dumped straight down to this new week opening gap that we had back here and this low from the session that had ventured into this new week opening gap. I know I feel like I'm repeating myself, but if I sound confusing, just watch it again, I promise. But yeah, I waited for 10 a.m. here since I didn't have a very obvious area of where I would get a reaction from, right? I was looking at this here, but when it closed below that, I was like, okay. I was gonna walk away from the charts, but I didn't believe that price was gonna go all the way down into this new week opening gap until before it had to take out some buy side. And what to do? All right, we get 10 a.m. here. Price creates this low. Price comes down, sweeps that low. That's where I had that. That's where I had that liquidity sweep right there. Right. Sweeps the low, inverse, but I didn't wait for this inversion. I entered solely off of this 10 a.m. sweep of this low to target this 15-minute inefficiency that we had created after respecting that 15-minute inefficiency from earlier, correct? So if price was going to remain bearish and hold true to that bearish order flow, bearish price action, it's going to respect that 15-minute. And look what it do. Perfect, right? Filled it here, excuse me. Filled it there, chopped around, came up, swept that high one more time before what? Going straight down to this low here and this new week opening gap, that huge new week opening gap that we had back here, right? So yeah, okay. Well, that's enough yapping for me. And look, it respected that level, right? New week opening gap and then retrace. But all right, that's enough yapping for me. Hopefully, I didn't go over my time limit. If I sounded confusing and talked fast, it's because I did. But just watch this video a few times. I promise. Will make sense eventually. All right. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys next time.